What were those last couple seconds like? I saw you got a little emotional there. You were dribbling out the fly.
I was just so happy. I mean, we worked so hard for this, and for it to win like this is amazing. I can't explain the emotion that I had. It was just happiness.
I know you locked it down, dude. Hang on.
You said in the past that you approach this game with like your boxer's mindset.
Yeah.
What was your mindset just coming in tonight? Because 24 points, 9 rebounds. I mean, you were starting yourself right.
I mean, all you guys saw, I had a rough start, you know what I mean? But I knew our team was fighters, you know what I mean? We were down, and it's not even only me that has that boxing mentality, it's all of us. We were down, and we knew second half was going to come, and that's going to be our half, so we just chipped away little by little and got the W.
Eli, to win this on your home floor, what does that mean to you guys?
First of all, 21 years has never been here, posted right. I mean, it means the fans are great, the support's amazing, the atmosphere was crazy. Probably one of the best atmospheres that's been here since I've been here. They could probably speak on that too, but yeah, it was insane, it was surreal, and I thank God for that.
What was the mood at halftime? You guys didn't shoot very well in the first half.
I don't think we were worried. I mean, we were in there talking about defense. It wasn't really about offense. You know, we were over 10, I think, right? Over 10 at the beginning. But yeah, we weren't worried about that. It was more defense. And as soon as we strapped up on the defensive end, we were able to get stops, and the offense came with the defense.
What was Coach Christian's message?
Coach Chris's message was singles, basically overall singles and doubles. Let's play our game now, and don't worry, don't get caught up in the emotion of the game, and let's just lock up on defense and get back in transition.
Who from your family was it? You were crying too and hugging people?
Yeah, my mom, my dad, my two sisters, two of my guy friends, and two of my, not girlfriends, but girlfriends, you know what I mean? Yeah, I never seen them in a long time, so I had to give them some hugs. Yeah.
Did the seniors say anything to you for this game? Did there any advice? Because you know they've been.
Oh no, for sure. Lid just said, you put in the work and don't worry about anything that's gonna happen in the game. Just have fun and do what you do. Chuck, I remember halftime, he just said, don't worry, bro. They're gonna keep on. They're gonna fall for all of us. And they just kept on reminding us, don't worry. Don't worry. We've been here before. And sometimes I lose track of that because I'm still young, but they did a great job keeping me and our team on track.
Go ahead.
Jimmy, semifinals, you told us you're not a timeout taker. Then you took a couple in the first half to slow things down, and obviously in the second half things turned for you guys. What you saw in them as far as Elijah just said, we weren't too worried about things. We knew there was a lot of game left.
Yeah, with these guys, I'm just trying to tell them to trust their staff. This is 6 and 11 years for me in conference championship games, 2 and 5 years, 3 and 5 years here. So, I have experience in this, and so I use those timeouts because my experience said we need to take those timeouts. It's just basically, when you play in these games, it's very emotional. You got a great crowd. You're playing for everything you've been working your entire life for. So it's as similar to Game 7 in the NBA Finals. I mean, the guys are so emotional, and they're going to make some plays, and they're going to celebrate like it's the last play of the game. And it's just about trying to settle it down emotionally, understand the highs and the lows. I saw that with PA. I saw that they were scoring, they were getting so emotionally juiced. I just felt like we could calm ourselves down and put ourselves in a good mental and emotional place. We had a chance, so I used those timeouts there just to try to steady the run. I knew if we could take care of business and resettle ourselves at the half, that we wouldn't need to use those in the second half. And I got fortunate that I called it.
And you're there in the second half to start that huge run. Obviously, one of your veterans, you spoke a lot about how it's tough to his leadership and trust.
Well, these guys are huge. One thing I always say about this team is it's always the sum of all parts for this team. There have been moments when Miles makes a bunch of plays, or moments when Junior makes a bunch of plays, or Chris Ray makes a lot of plays. Or Malville. The guys are just phenomenal that way. We just have a great unit that's so connected that we're all locked in and we're playing together, which is a really tough team to stop. And sometimes you got to remind your team of that because these guys are so individually talented. And when you get in a game that's very emotional, it's very easy to go on your own a little bit. But these guys do a great job. They believe in each other. They believe in their staff. They believe in what we're doing here, and you get great results when you have belief in us.
Miles, you guys were over 10 from 3 in the first half. You erased the 8-point lead in 3.5 minutes, and then you hit the back-to-back threes. Did you sense anything? Did you sense St. Francis's players that was a body blow to them? That was difficult, Miles, that was difficult for the 2 threes you hit?
I mean, the biggest thing was we just had to keep playing defense. At halftime, we talked about defense, and then we knew the shots were going to go in the second half. So when I hit the 2 shots, it was just us believing in each other, me getting in the right positions and knocking down the shots.
Did you notice the impact it had on St. Francis players?
Not really. I was so locked in on getting back on defense that I just found my man.
Jamin, you talked a lot this season about you don't find guards in the NEC like Eli and Junior very often, and it seemed like they dictated most of the games tonight, and St. Francis didn't really have a chance to prove it.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. We've got a lot of good players. We also got another guy, Randy Miller, who doesn't play much for us. I think he's going to be a phenomenal player. He's going to help us try to do this again next year. And so I think that's the biggest thing is, I want to recruit guards that, A, were better than me as players. I think that's important. And so, I often tell them, you guys can do things I can never do, but I can see things you might not be able to see. So, trust my vision, and I'll trust your ability. And it really just all comes down from trust. These 2 guys, from the time they started rooming together in the summer, we put them in, the smallest room in the terrace to make sure that they got real familiar with each other. And I would just tell these guys, we can't do this at the highest level unless you guys are on the same page. I feel like we've really grown in that area there, and that's been a really good part for our season.
What were your emotions like tonight?
I'm pretty calm, man. I kind of like, it's crazy. I told the staff at halftime, they're all, because they're all young, so they don't necessarily, they're trying to figure it all out. I just love it. I just love to compete. I love being down 8.5 with these guys. That's just me.
You love that?
I love that. I just love competing. That's what you can ask these guys. That's what I told them. I just thought, what a better story. What a better story than that. You're down 8 and you got great guys with you.
Yeah, he came in the locker room, he's like, let's go. And he started clapping with him.
Then he came in, he was like, but you gotta believe me if I told you, we got these guys right where we want them.
Yeah, and I meant that. I just felt like the emotion high. They were riding going into the half, and we were able to withstand that run. I just felt like we were in a really good place. I wasn't lying. I just felt like we were in a good place. I've been in this game enough times to know that a couple of a couple of blows were big right there to reset the game. These guys trusted each other, trusted me. Of course, yeah, and it was much fun.
Especially the second 2, take it all in there at the end, you have the ball, you're going off the second. You look up into the crowd, they were ready to explode and jump on the court. Some of them did, but what was that those last 30 seconds like for you? Just kind of realizing that this journey has gotten to this point.
First off, that was the longest minute of my life. And just seeing it finally go off. It was more so, it's just the best feeling just for the people in the uniforms, the people that have been around us every day, blood, sweat, and tears, from the 1-11 start to, a great start in conference to, games where we had letdowns. It's just great for us.
Coach, what does it mean to you to win this thing in front of a sellout crowd, at home, and as you mentioned a little previously, in this fashion, come back and then win it going your way?
I always say, I say this to these guys, but I don't know if they remember it, but I'm always saying, let's sign up to do something that's never been done. And I always say, the guys like Miles, I know you've heard this probably too many times, we've got to get recruits that have broad shoulders because the program they're coming into is going to be better than the program they're coming into. Right, so you got to carry the weight for that. And so, it means a lot to everyone here because it's been a long time. When you look at NEC basketball in the last 10 or 15 years, now it's one of the best teams, but we just haven't been able to have that special season where we're playing all these games at home. And we have an unbelievable fan base, unbelievable support, and if we're able to play at home, man, it's going to be really tough for teams to beat us here. We've got a great record here, and so for me, number one, I'm just so happy for our players. These guys work really hard. They put up with me for 11 months out of the year, and I can be demanding, believe it or not, and they've done a great job of that. They've done a great job of accepting what we ask them to do in terms of being a teammate. And then, number two, I'm just happy for, I'm happy that Coach Phelan got a chance to watch it at home and see kind of the insanity that was going on here, because, he's seen a lot of things. So it's kind of hard to be the head coach here and to do something that hadn't been done in a long time because he's achieved just about everything. And so, the plan was to play here so he'd have a chance to come, but I know he's watching at home. But it's just really special to be able to do it here in front of your fans with a great group of guys who you love and you work with every day.
Eli doesn't play like he's only a sophomore, right? He plays like he's older than that.
Well, he's Canadian, so he could be older. No, but he does. A big thing is trying to get guys experience. You know, and when these three of these guys beside me had got great experience as freshmen. And so we're going to do a study in the offseason. I don't know if it's necessarily the game. I think it's the minutes played, you know, when you start to really figure it out. But, you know, again, he's got a chance to play along a great backcourt mate. He's got a chance, you know, we added a great freshman here. And we just got such a great group of guys that he gets a chance to play with. I mean, Chris Ray is an unbelievable offensive rebounder and finisher. So if you're late on hedging on him, he just gives the ball up and he finishes. You know, if you try to play over the top and you're late and the light, you can knock it down. It's just such a collection of all the parts.
What's your next goal now?
Well, you know, we got 25% left in the season to play, so, you know, we're ready for our selection on Sunday. We're going to prepare for whatever opponent we have and where we have to go. But I love this team. You know, we played a high major schedule in the non-conference for a reason. And, you know, we played well in those games. You know, we're a better team now, but we played well in those games. We defended well. We made outside shots. If you look at the recipe for a team that can play well in the month of March, you got to be able to defend and rebound. We did that in those games. We made outside shots.
What did Coach Calhoun say to you when you were talking to him for TV?
Were you talking about the very first interview?
Yeah, Coach Calhoun.
Okay, yeah. He was just telling me, honestly, at first he was giving me wisdom, like, you know, like surreal, like emotions are gonna be crazy. But then he was just asking me just little things like what was going through your body, why did you dive on junior, all that stuff, and it's like, you know, like you did a great job. Basically, just telling me, you know, you deserved it and your team deserved it, and then that was it. Really, that was nothing crazy.
Why did you dive on Junior?
Honestly, I wasn't gonna dive on him, but he was on the floor and he looked lonely. You know what I mean? So he looked like a little kid, so I was just like, let me just dive on this little guy. So then when he dove on it, I was just like, and then I heard him crying, and then emotions got the best of us, and then, you know, it's just a surreal moment.
Junior, you had that moment there with your mom at the end. What was that like, and just taking that all in?
My mom has always been there for me. She's been my biggest fan ever since I was younger, and to be able to share that moment is just amazing. It's beautiful. Like, when I lost in high school, my last championship game, she was there for me. She was the same way, crying in her arms, and you know, we won twice, so crying in her arms. My mom was great.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you, guys.